my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmaid. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is episode 40 of hashtag Friday Sews. Cannot believe I've made that many hashtag Friday Sews videos already. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. As always, thank you so much to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting hashtag Friday Sews and allowing all of us sewists to jump on board with that hashtag on Fridays and talk about what we've been sewing, what we hope to sew, and a little bit about life in between. Thank you, Jen, for your generosity. I adore hashtag Friday Sews videos. I watch them all week long. They are so entertaining. There is a ton of them out there now. Go search the hashtag Friday Sews hashtag in your YouTube search bar. You will not be sorry. You will find so many amazing sewists, maybe someone new to follow, and you will definitely be entertained by all of these wonderful creative people. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope that you will consider subscribing if you have not done so already, and thank you so much to all of my friends who are watching again today. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend a little bit of it with me. It really does mean so very much to me. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What have you been doing in your sewing room this week? I would love to chat with you down below in the comments and find out what you've been up to in your sewing room. So I've been in and out of the sewing room this week. Indiana has had the most beautiful weather. Or maybe I should say southern Indiana. I don't know what it's doing up north actually, but southern Indiana has had gorgeous weather and we have just been drawn like a magnet outside to enjoy this beautiful weather. So in and out of the sewing room this week. We're also preparing to go camping this weekend, so I was able to prep some projects. I have a ton of projects sitting in front of me and I'll share with you what those are. And I did finish one garment behind me. Now it's not completely finished and I will tell you why in just a second, but let's look at the pattern first. So that shirt right there is the Sew House 7 Remy Raglan. I've had this pattern in my stash a long time and I was so excited to give it a try. So I traced it and cut out my size this weekend and then sewed up this shirt. While the shirt is done, I do need to make some alterations now that it's completed. So it's not quite done. Here is your line drawings for the Remy Raglan. I'm probably the last person to make this shirt. It's very popular. I've heard about it so very much, but I just had not had time to give it a try. And I picked up that striped linen fabric from Joann's recently, and I really wanted to make a boxy style shirt that would be light and breezy for the summer. So that's really what I wanted out of that fabric. That's what I wanted out of the pattern. I made a size 18 curvy. So let me show you the line drawings again. They have a straight size, or they call it standard, I think, size 00 to 20, and then the curvy sizes go 14 to 34. So I made an 18 curvy. Now my measurements were included in the standard sizing, but I'm a curvy girl, so I decided to err on the side of caution and go with the curvy, the more curvy block that they have drafted there. I thought perhaps that they would have put something like an FBA in there. I'm not real sure that was the right choice. After putting it on, finishing it and putting it on, I'm not real sure that was the right choice. Let me grab that shirt real quick and we'll look at it together. Here is my Remy Raglan, and you guys, I really am so pleased with the finished garment. I'm so pleased with how it sewed up. This fabric was a dream. It's linen. It's lyocell linen, I think is the actual description that Joann's would give you, and it just behaves itself so well. I think I did a really good job with the stripes. They look, you know, very vertical. Nothing's going too wonky and crazy. Here's the back. The sleeves I cut going the opposite direction. I was trying to do, you know, just something cute with the stripes, and it ended up being not as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. I don't know that you can even notice that I cut them a different direction than I cut the front and the back, but I really like the overall look. I think it looks professional, and I really do like this shirt. However, so here's a few issues that I have with this make. So the first one is that this pattern wants you to make all of your seams a French seam. So let me show you. You probably all are familiar with French seams. French seams encase your raw edges. That is their goal, is to encase all of your raw edges for you, so you're not using your serger, you're not finishing your edge with a zigzag stitch. That is how you're finishing your seams, with a French seam. I have done French seams before, but I'm not super comfortable with them. So I thought, you know what? Let's challenge ourselves. Let's take the extra step on this shirt and follow the instructions to the letter, Hindsight 2020. I kind of wish that I had just listened to my gut and just sewed my seams regularly. The problem with French seams is that once they're done, you really don't want to be messing with them again. So you sew them wrong side to wrong side, not right side to right side. You sew first wrong side to wrong side, and then you trim your seam allowance so that you can fold it again right side to right side and sew it again so that your seam is encased. I know it sounds very confusing. If you want to try French seams, there's a ton of videos out there about it. And this pattern really explains French seams very well. But I like having a traditional seam because sometimes I don't follow the seam allowance. Sometimes I give myself less or more depending on what kind of fit I want. And when doing French seams with this pattern, they were all the same. I was not grading my seams. I was doing 1/4 inch and then whatever the other measurement was. So that really kind of messed me up at the beginning. So for my sleeves, they are slightly too tight. I do have wide biceps, and when I was measuring the pattern piece, there was plenty of room. But when I was measuring the pattern piece, I didn't realize that I would be doing French seams. So I was kind of just basing there's plenty of room on doing a much smaller seam allowance than what is given in this pattern, which is a 5/8 seam allowance. So that kind of messed me up, and that made my sleeves just slightly too tight. What I'm going to do is I am going to take apart this French seam. Hopefully I can give myself a little more wiggle room here in the sleeves. And then the other thing that is odd about this shirt is that it poofs out in the front. So it seems very baggy and kind of poofy around my waistline, from about my bust down to my waistline. And I wonder if that's not the curvy sizing coming into play. So let me try to insert a picture and show you what it's doing. Hi everyone, so this is an insert to my Friday sews. I sat and talked about this pattern like I usually do in my Friday sews videos, but I thought, you know what, I think they need to see that on me, and I need to talk about it for just a second while it's on me. So this is the Remy Raglan shirt that I just finished, and while it fits really pretty good everywhere except for the arms, I need to take them out a little bit, and I think I can do that. The bottom is the problem. So let me flip you around and see if I can show you what the issue is, and see if you guys can maybe give me a little assistance on how to fix this shirt. So I've literally flipped you around, which I never do in any of my videos, but I needed to ask you guys this before I leave. So I'm going away this weekend, so this is dire straits. So here is the Remy Raglan. So here's my shirt. Let me just stand on my tiptoes and show it to you. This is, not doing anything funky in it. Obviously, sleeves are a little tight. You can tell it right there on my bicep. I need to let it out a little bit, but the back looks fine. Back looks good. It's the front. So let me show you the side view of the front. Do you see how poofy it is? So it looks really poofy to me. I'm not real sure what I've done. So here it is again. Just standing here normal. Let me know what you think. Should I add some bust darts? I don't know if I could add some bust darts in here, if it would bring it in any. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this Remy raglan. Thanks, guys. I'm just not sure how to take the poofiness out. Obviously, it's a beautiful shirt, beautifully sewn, and I want to salvage what I've made. So what do I do, you guys? Any suggestions? Let me know if you have any suggestions. You guys are amazing sewists out there, and I've already learned so much from you. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear down below in the comment section. So that's what I made this week. That's my new make. I'm very happy with her overall. I just need to make some adjustments now that she's made and sewn up to make it fit my body just a little bit better. I am gonna make more of this pattern. This was a great pattern. I highly recommend it. I just need to do a few fitting adjustments to the one that I've got made. So that is what I worked on over the weekend. I cut out a bunch of projects, which I'm getting ready to show you, and then I worked on that Remy. Honestly, the French seams slowed me down. They slowed me down quite a bit. And as a busy working mama who cherishes her sewing time, I'm not, cherishes and try to maximizes her sewing time. I'm not sure that kind of a finish was worth it in the end to me. It's probably created more issues than I've really appreciated the look of it. It's very pretty. It's a nice finish, but I don't know if I'll be doing that much in the future. So let me show you what I have cut out. These are cut out. Some of them have been kind of semi-sewed on just a little bit, but I'm going to be taking this project with me to my mom's when we go camping there over the weekend. We're taking our camper to my mother's. They have a big farm, and we can kind of spread out with our campers and just do a little free camping for the weekend. And I'm going to take my machines, both of my machines, hopefully with me. Let's look at what I have cut out. The first one is the Ellie & Mac Whimsy Romper. I made one of these for Addie last year. She looks so darling in them. They have kind of like a balloon pant. And she just looked so cute. So I have that cut out and I have started sewing it. So I've got the bodice done and I am using the cute little dino fabric that I got last 2 weekends ago with Addie. She picked it out. It's super cute. It's from the Pop range there at Joann's. Has cute apparel fabric. So this is cut out. Here's the rest of the pieces for it. Let me show you what the pants look like. Here's the little puff sleeves that will be on it. And then these are the cute little the little pants. They're folded in half there. They just make the cutest little balloon. They're really kind of wide there at the bottom. So I have the Whimsy Romper ready to go. So that's going to Mom's. And then I cut out 2 Grow With Me pajamas from Ellie & Mac. It's my go-to for Addie. I love making that PJ pattern for her. I've showed it a lot here on my channel. I have 2 versions cut out with fabric that I showed last week or the week before, purchased there when I was still buying fabric. This again is the dinos. So this is one set. This is the front, this is the back. And then this is the front. So I've got some contrast yellow fabric there. And I've cut out the rest of the pieces. These are the arms for her PJs. And then the pants will be this rib knit. Rib knit I always get from Hobby Lobby. I love their rib knit. So that's one set of PJs. And then the other set of PJs is this bee fabric. I found this bee fabric at Hobby Lobby in their rib knit section. It's really cute. It's a rib knit with little bees on there. And we've got that with some accent of the yellow. So I've got a theme. Pink and yellow is definitely a theme for her wardrobe right now. Just the colors that happen to be popping out at us. So I'm excited to sew those up. Those are all going with me to Mom's. Hopefully I'll get a little downtime while we're camping and I can set up my machines while we're there. While we're talking about machines, let me just scoot over and show you the new baby that has moved in. I did receive my new Baby Lock Acclaim through the mail. I did an unboxing video. I will link it up above and down below if you missed it. Just unboxing her and my first impressions with you guys. That was super fun. Thank you so much for your kind words of congratulations on her. It's like welcoming a new baby, right? Well, maybe not quite that serious, but I do treat my machines like they're family. So I'm really excited to have the Baby Lock Acclaim. It is an air threading machine. The loopers are air threading and the needles. I have threaded her. It was absolutely amazing. My daughter and I were sitting there threading it together, and I threaded the loopers in seconds, literally seconds, and I just turned and looked at her and I was like, is that all? Is that all there is to it? Is this really real? And she was thinking it was so super cool because it makes a noise. So loving the serger, getting used to her, getting used to sewing with it, and I'm so very blessed to have this machine with me. I still have my Brother 1034D. I'm not getting rid of it. There's nothing wrong with her. There was just some things, and if you have a Brother 1034D, you might understand there's just some quirks that might be kind of frustrating over time, and I was ready. I was ready to get something a little more user-friendly that could speed up my processes even more, and I'm so blessed to have the Acclaim. So that is my new serger. And then I got some happy mail this week. If you watch my pattern haul, which I'll link up above and down below, my pattern haul from my buying month included a cashmerette bra pattern. They're Willowdale bra. Love cashmerette patterns. They're made with the curvy sewist in mind. Sitting here as a curvy sewist, and I think that sounds pretty good. So that's the one that I chose, the first bra pattern that I have ever bought before. So I want to make that bra. So I went out on the web and found a kit. I thought, you know, there's a lot of bits and pieces that go into making a bra. Lots of accessories, certain kind of fabrics. So I wanted to just go straight for a kit. So I went to Bra Builders, and I will link them down below. I'm sure you've heard of them before. I went to their website and looked up the Willowdale bra, and they do have kits. They make kits for that bra specifically, among other. They make kits for other bra patterns as well. So I picked up a kit that has some beautiful fabric in it. I think I went with the Simplex fabric. There's Simplex fabric in here. There's lining fabric. There's this beautiful lace. See if I can show you that lace. Gorgeous lace fabric. Let me pop a picture of what the finished bra is supposed to look like. Then you get your underwires. And then I think I overbought. So this was not cheap. Let me tell you, bra kits are just not cheap. I ended up spending $80. And I think that was kind of a rookie mistake because I was buying all the add-ons and all the finishing stuff. And I ended up getting three finishing kits, or whatever the terminology is for these. So obviously you don't need this many straps for one bra, which is good. So maybe I'm over prepared. I'm prepared to sew multiple bras here. So this is what a kit looks like. And I'm so new, I'm so green. I don't really know what extra that I've added to my cart that gave me all of this, but it's what I ended up with, and you can tell that there's multiples. This one is slightly smaller. These bands are identical, I believe. I think the only difference is this one has some ribbon in it, which I asked for, but I think everything else is the same in these, and then this one's just slightly smaller. So you can see the width there, and then these are bigger. But so that is all my bra making supplies that I have. I've just ordered the kit, like I said, for convenience factor, and maybe it'll make me more than one bra. Maybe I can get it right here and I can make several. So that would be good. If I could get several bras out of that $80, it would definitely be a good savings. So that is coming up soon. I don't know when I'm going to start that. Gotta work myself up to making that bra. I gotta get brave. As far as life goes, it's all about the house right now. We are hoping to finish by the end of July, so it's crunch time. They did spray foam our house, and I actually did a tour of my sewing room on Instagram. If you don't follow me, my Instagram name is Hoosier.handmade, and I would love to follow you back over there on Instagram. And I did a tour of our new build a little bit up into my sewing room and I kind of did a whole tour of the upstairs of our house. So that's kind of where my domain's going to be. My sewing room is upstairs in what was supposed to be just unfinished attic space, but I fell in love with the space. Those videos are saved in a highlight. I'll try to pop a picture up of what highlight it is. It's called New Build, or I think our New Build or something like that. So you can go in there and watch those at any time if you missed my tour of the sewing room. So that was really fun to do. Thank you so much for following along on our home journey, you guys. It's been a wild ride. It means so much to have somebody to talk to about what we're going through, and it really does mean so much to me. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for me today on this hashtag Friday Sews. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Let me know down in the comments what your sewing plans are for the weekend, or just plans in general. I would love to chat with you down below. Thank you so much for your friendship, everyone. I so appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.